Hello, fellow paranormal enthusiasts. Welcome to the most haunted places in Massachusetts. Number 10, the New Boston Inn in Sandusfield. Built in 1737, a woman was shot and killed in 1805 in the billiards room and is seen there. In room 4, the door opens on its own, and items are moved all over the place. The door in the bar opens by itself, and a little girl is seen. Number 9, the Hoosac Tunnel in North Adams. An operating railroad line. Before it was in use, many workers died from its construction. Cave-ins and fires occurred, killing over 200 workers. Disembodied voices are heard, odd lights are seen, odd sounds are heard, and apparitions are seen throughout the entire tunnel. Number 8, the House of the Seven Gables in Salem. The oldest restored wooden house in New England, this infamous house has several ghostly tales. Several peoples throughout the centuries have passed away in this house, and with it being a beautiful house, why would you want to leave? Faucets turn on and off, a benign presence is felt, shadows are seen, a female entity is seen peering out the windows, and a child is seen playing in the attic. Number 7 is the Houghton Mansion in North Adams. Former home of Albert Charles Houghton, president of Arnold Print Works and the first mayor of North Adams. Tragedy struck the Houghton family in 1914. They invested in their first car and had their chauffeur John Witters learn how to drive it. Later that year, Mr. Houghton, his daughter Mary, Dr. and Mrs. Hutton, and the driver John Witters set off to Vermont. But the car hit a soft shoulder and tumbled down the hill. Mrs. Hutton was killed instantly. Mary succumbed to her injuries hours later. Mr. Houghton died several days later, and feeling guilty, John Witters took his own life. Albert Houghton, Mary, and John Witters are all said to reside here. Disembodied voices and footsteps are heard. Shadowy figures are seen, feeling of sadness in Mary's room, and an apparition of a young girl in the basement. Number 6 is the Danvers State Hospital. Some of this former hospital has been torn down, unfortunately, but there are still some buildings remaining. Cold spots are felt throughout, crying and voices are heard, and several apparitions of former patients have been seen all over the premises. At number 5, the New Bedford Armory. Built in 1903, many haunted happenings occur here. Doors slamming shut on their own, cold spots. One story of footsteps being seen walking through water with no body there. A shrouded figure is seen, and people have also been shoved down to the ground. Number 4, the Orleans Waterfront Inn in Orleans, Massachusetts. Built in 1875 as a family home, turned into a hotel, and it was also a mobster's paradise during Prohibition. Shadows are seen, doors open and close, glasses move on their own. Apparitions are seen. A woman named Hannah, who was shot and killed outside the hotel, is seen around the hotel. She has been seen naked and dancing as well. An eerie feeling is felt in the basement, and possible possessions in a certain room. Number 3, the Taunton State Hospital. Built in 1874 and used until 1975, this is yet another mostly torn down facility. However, the spirits may still roam despite the buildings being gone. Supposedly, satanic rituals occurred in and around the facility. Moans, screams, and bangs are heard in the surrounding woods. Full-bodied apparitions are seen. On a certain staircase, there is a physical barrier preventing you from reaching the bottom, and the devil himself is said to have been seen. At number 2, the Lizzie Borden house in Fall River, home of the infamous killer, although never proven, it is said she still may roam her house. Many apparitions are said to roam the premises. Andrew Borden, the father, is known to answer questions. Abby Borden, the stepmother, is seen on occasion and her cries are heard. Lizzie herself is supposedly seen wandering the basement. Maggie Sullivan, the maid, is seen around the house and cold spots are reported in her room. Maggie's cat is supposedly still heard meowing and felt rubbing against the people's legs. And 2 young children have also been seen throughout the home. And at number 1, the Bridgewater Triangle, a 200 square mile area in southeastern Massachusetts west of the Cape Cod Peninsula. Many different paranormal events occur, with Native Americans saying it's been haunted for hundreds of years. Many UFO sightings, Bigfoot sightings, Thunderbird sightings, ghost and poltergeist sightings, satanic rituals and murders in the woods, lake monsters, black panthers, cattle mutilations, and possibly an ancient burial ground in this part of Massachusetts. I've never heard of this until I was studying about this. That is just like a paranormal enthusiast's dream. I mean, dang, all that stuff just in one area. That's awesome and kind of scary. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you think there should have been one on this list that wasn't, please leave it in the comments below. And as always, subscribe for more paranormal activity. I'll see you guys later. Bye.